Hi, and welcome. I'm Wendy Venturini from the Performance Racing Network and Motor Racing Network. And today I'm joined alongside the Ellen Quickie Driver Development Program candidate of this year, Noah Eisenhower. Noah, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Well, great. I've had all season to talk to you several times this year, and we're wrapping up the end of the year. How would you kind of classify how 2025 has gone for you? I know you've had 12 races, a top five in there, a few top tens, but give us an overall feeling of your 2025 season.
Yeah, 2025 was kind of a whirlwind. Few highs and lots of lows, unfortunately, but we took those on the chin when we needed to, and also celebrated our highs when we were able to celebrate those.
What do you think's been the highlight for you?
Definitely our second place finish at Golden Sands in late July for their Triple Crown race. We had no intentions of running that Triple Crown race. We were actually going to go run Grundy County that weekend with Big Eight, but we got word that it wasn't going to be quite the race distance that we needed. So we ended up switching the car over late Wednesday night and into Thursday and got that car ready and hauled up there Friday. It was really good in practice and qualified, I think, fifth or sixth. And we redrew fourth and was kind of able to work our way forward from there and have a good race.
What do you think a moment like that where you kind of overcame adversity this year, like how did that change your outlook?
It was a really big teaching moment, honestly. It kind of gave us the gratitude that we needed to, keep going with our season, even though the month of June really wasn't kind to us. Early July wasn't kind to us either. And we had a lot of schedule changes in there too. We kind of didn't know what was going on, kind of had to play things by ear and kind of work on a short term. So just being ready, being prepared, and also having those skills ready to go and apply them in cases where we needed to be, on the ball and very quick about things was really big teaching moments.
What's been for you the hardest challenge of juggling everything that you do, Noah? You're a very busy person. We've documented that you are a Purdue University student, trying to juggle all of that on top of trying to make it as a race car driver.
Yeah, just writing everything down is I'm very old school and my parents have put that into me of writing things down and keeping a good time management system and skill set has allowed me to be a successful student and hopefully a successful racer this year too.
Well, with this program, I know you've had a lot of mentorship. You've had the opportunity to talk like with folks like Ryan Newman and Brian Weitzel. Like, what's a change that you've noticed in yourself being surrounded by such great mentors with a quickie driver development program and maybe something that's influenced you this year?
Yeah, I think looking at the business side of motorsports, it's almost business is almost a more important aspect of motorsports and being in the car, being surrounded by the car actually is anymore. So putting my better foot forward of surrounding myself with good connections and the right people to allow me to build my resume and build my connections in the industry, I think should put me in a really good spot here going forward.
How much of an advantage does that give you from a business perspective that you've had to learn the business side of things? Like, what do you think that will mean to you going down the road in your career?
Yeah, definitely a really big part of it is going to be that business side and how much I'm able to expand on that, grow that side of myself, aside from being in the car and having it in my back pocket, I think will only make me a better racer and a better person, and a really better communicator all around because, connections are everything in this industry. And you never know who you're going to run into and what they might remember about you. And you just got to put your best image out there.
Have you had a chance to talk with the other folks that are in the Quickie driver development program this year? I know you guys communicate and you're connected on these Zoom educational calls that we do, but have you had a chance to meet face to face in person throughout the 2025 season that's kind of left an impact on you?
Yeah, definitely. Me being in the Midwest along with Bryce, one of the other drivers in the program. I haven't really talked to Bryce that much. I watched him race while he was racing trucks. I was racing legend cars at that time a few years ago. And then we both transitioned to late models here in recent years before we got into the program, both of us. And I always supported Bryce. I didn't know much about him, but I seen he was a really good driver, really clean driver, and also a very young person as well, like myself too. So you kind of want to see these younger kids, even though I'm a younger person myself, run really well against these veterans like Casey Johnson and Ty Majeski and all these guys around here in the Midwest. So just getting to meet Bryce this year at Jefferson, and we talked to him a couple times at lacrosse too. He was able to, give us some insight about Jefferson since I haven't raced in Jefferson in quite some time. So Seeing all these other people in the program too, like Brian, I've been in contact with him quite a bit. Also, Paul and Danny also came up to lacrosse too and checked us out too. So just meeting different people has been really nice this year.
I think someone of your age, it's really hard to like self-reflect. Are you 20 or 21 now?
20, not 21 till next
20.
year.
Not 21 yet. Okay, so you're 20 years old, and most 20-year-olds are not engulfed in these programs and gathering so much data together for a career and an education at the same time. I mean, how do you think that self-reflection at your age, like what have you been able to take away that maybe someone, a normal 20-year-old college student isn't doing right now?
Yeah, definitely, taking a self-imaging look at yourself and saying to yourself in the mirror, how can I grow and be better each day going forward of, this is how I need to improve myself. This is how I need to improve talking with people. This is how I need to improve, educating myself, with certain lecture topics, just the things that I have going on here at school. It's just a really big balance of, what's prioritized the next day and, how can you make yourself better for, the next scenario down the line, whether that be racing related, school related, or, business related.
How do you see that some of that self-reflection that you've done and some of these changes you want to see, like something else you want to grow and learn from come next year in 2026, an area of opportunity for you?
I really kind of want to see myself be a better sponsor, talker, and communicator with new sponsors, new potential sponsors, new partners, new media people. This year is my first year doing a lot of media stuff, with you and other people in the program. And, I feel like I've been better about it, but I also feel like I have tons of room for improvement of, how can I be more approachable? How can I, reach these people and how can I, kind of persuade them to be, seeing my view side of things and how I need to get new sponsors and approach those people.
I'm pretty easy to chat with, so I've made it easy for you this year. Oh, it's been a pleasure getting to know you, Noah, in this season and watching your progress with the Quickie Driver Development Program. What are you hoping that will happen before the end of the year?
A good week of final exams. That's what I'm really praying for right now. But in all seriousness, not much. I think we're gonna ride it out the rest of the year, and we're gonna go to the banquet and have a good time and meet with tons of people from the program and kind of call it a year.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate your time, Noah. You're a fantastic ambassador for the Driver Development Program. So thank you so much for everything you've contributed this season.
Thank you so much.